former leader of the New Democrats, Tom Mulcair. What do you make of that criticism by Stephen Harper and the big turnout at the Conservative rally last night, Tom?
Great rally. I mean, home turf for Poilievre. Easy for him to pack a big haul, but there really were a lot of people. Harper, no doubt, wanting to help Poilievre as much as he can, but at the same time, I would call those muted terms that he used with regard to Carney. I'm the one who named him. They've both worked for me, a way of trying to diminish Carney's role, giving a lot of credit to, of course, deservedly so, to Jim Flaherty. But as you correctly say, Mark Carney was named by Stephen Harper because he was the best person in Canada to head up the Bank of Canada, and he did play a key role in getting us through the 2008 financial crisis. So it's a retelling. It wasn't very harsh by these standards because, of course, Mr. Harper works very hard and has been extremely successful in the private world after politics, and he's going to do everything he can to help Pierre Poilievre, one of his proteges. But I just point one other thing out. Pierre Poilievre spent many more years on Harper's backbenches than he did in cabinet, and Mr. Harper tries to say that that's an indication that Poilievre has continued to grow. Fair enough, but I don't think that he was the person who had the stuff necessarily to go into cabinet to begin with, and it took him years and years to make it there.
The Liberals holding a rally in Calgary, and they're trying, of course, to increase their seat count in what may be hostile territory. We'll see. I mean, there are some pockets, as you know, of NDP and Liberal support in Alberta, but other areas are basically, no-go zones.
Absolutely. And it's actually a problem for the Conservatives because when they try to say that their numbers they're not that far apart from the Liberals, actually they are. Because not only do the Liberals have a lead, that's still sizable, but at the same time, in provinces like Alberta and Saskatchewan, the Conservatives have like 60% of the vote, something in that territory. So it means that they'll be winning seats by 15, 20, maybe even more than 20,000 votes. That's still just one seat. The Liberal vote, for example, in the Greater Toronto Area, GTA, that they call it, has more seats than Alberta and Saskatchewan together. Their vote is very evenly spread out. They're going to cover all of those ridings, but none of it is wasted, for want of a better word. So the Liberals are still looking at a massive haul in Ontario and in Atlantic Canada, and it appears more and more clearly, a huge haul in the province of Quebec. So yes, there is a problem for them. They have a huge challenge, but I also think that given experience, like you say, there are pockets mostly around Edmonton of progressive voters. In Saskatchewan, it's not a lost cause because, a lot of people are rallying, and I do know personally, NDPers, lifelong NDPers in Saskatchewan who are right now not only going to vote for Mr. Carney, they're working for the Liberals because they see Poilievre as the real threat and they see Trump as the overarching threat. And they realize that this is one election where they should be doing that. And again, it's no slight against Mr. Singh or his hard work in this campaign, of course, but this is the reality I'm seeing on the ground. Even in BC, we're seeing that the Liberals are tapping into a large pool of votes. Green Party always had favor with a fair number of voters out there, and the NDP, but in both cases, those votes, many of them anyway, are drifting over to the Liberal side, something that the Poilievre Conservatives just can't do. They don't have access to that pool of other voters from other parties.
Tom Mulcair, CTV News political commentator, with his take, day 17 of this election. Thank you, my friend.